Mahatma Gandhi's wisdom and philosophy of nonviolence, truth, and compassion continue to inspire people around the world to strive for a better and more just society. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. First, they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and you win. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. The future depends on what you do today. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. Nonviolence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. A man is but a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Freedom is not given, it is taken. Intolerance is itself a form of violence and an obstacle to the growth of a true democratic spirit. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Nonviolence is the article of faith. An unjust law is itself a species of violence. Poverty is the worst form of violence. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. Nonviolence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart, and it must be an inseparable part of our being. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please or worse, to avoid trouble. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. Non-cooperation with evil is as much a duty as is cooperation with good. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. An unjust law is itself a species of violence. Rest for its breach is more so. Man can never be a woman's equal in the spirit of selfless service with which nature has endowed her. Honest disagreement is often a good sign of progress. In doing something, do it with love or never do it at all. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. Nonviolence is the first article of my faith. It is also the last article of my creed. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. There is a force within that gives you life. Seek that. The only tyrant I accept in this world is the still small voice within me. To lose patience is to lose the battle. Truth stands, even if there be no public support. It is self-sustained. The only devils in this world are those running around in our hearts, and that is where all our battles should be fought. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. Where there is love, there is life. Nonviolence is the answer to the crucial political and moral questions of our time. Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment, and the other by acts of love. Nonviolence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart, and it must be an inseparable part of our being. My life is my message. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.